Guys, please take notes on this one. You need to listen very carefully, because I've been that guy that just thinks, oh damn, I got this. Like, I'm sorting this out. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Come with me, baby, you know. But in the process, I forgot to listen, you know. Always listen, always listen. Because if you don't listen, you miss something, you know. Guys, come on this life. It's me and Khanyi alike. I'm just trying to hold my tears because I love this woman. All right, so baby, you know what? On front of everyone, on front of the world, I just want to say I am sorry. I know our relationship has nothing to do with money. Our relationship has nothing to do with assets, who owns this, who owns that, who pays for this or who pays for that. It's just we as best friends. So the untold story is, so from the beginning we're in SA, and we're just tired of being in the same place always, because there's curfew, there's lockdown, there's all that stuff. And I'm just like, baby, let's go somewhere, you know. Let's just get a peace of mind, just you and I. And I know you being with me was just one of the biggest things that you and I could ever do. Just you and I. There is no my brother, there is no mom, there is no dad, there is no your brother, there is no one. It's just you and I. Let's just take our we time. We called it we time. Just you and I, baby. So like, okay, cool. Let's travel like 25th. Let's be somewhere, you know. So 25th, we fly out of Joburg into Qatar. And you know, because our final destination was Dubai, but because of COVID restrictions, we had to hop from one country to the other so we could actually get into Dubai, right? And then we get into Qatar. From Qatar, we flew into Kenya because we think we're just going to take a straight flight into there. You know how you hop from one country to the other. So now, we arrive in Kenya from Qatar, and we're supposed to now fly. The day we're supposed to fly into Dubai, they tell us, no, you can't fly. You have to quarantine for 14 days. And this is something we didn't have in our plans, because we're just two people excited about being together in a place, in a different world. So we fly into Kenya, and all of a sudden we're at the airport. We're like, dude, we've paid for our ticket. Can we just board to go straight into Dubai? Because it was easier to do that, and we can't. They're telling us, no, you can't fly. So so we check into a hotel, and we're supposed to be there for 14 days and 14 nights. And I'm a little sad, and she's also, because we've been making phone calls just to make it through. Like, please let them board us on the plane. We're going to do something very important. That story. So we can't make it into for our flight. We check into a hotel. So I'm like, babe, God has just given us 14 days and 14 nights. Just you and I to actually. And this is the first time being far from everybody. It's just me and my girl. So we stay in a hotel 14 days, 14 nights. And obviously, you're now actually getting to learn each other. And this is after like 8 months or so of just staying together. And it was really nice. Like, there was no fights. There was nothing. It was just peaceful. Baby was complaining about the weather. Like, I hate this weather. It's cold, type of stuff. And then we took another flight into Qatar when our time was done. And then from Qatar, we then fly into Dubai. And we're like, we finally made it. You know what I'm saying? We are in Dubai. It's impossible to actually get here right now, but we are here. And us being, it was like a big relief. All right, baby, let's go into a place where we can rest our minds. And I promised Mrs. K that, baby, I deal with a lot of things. I'm gonna give us a we time. By we time, it means, baby, I'm not gonna be focusing on my phone. I'm not gonna be tolerating anyone that calls me, they can miss me. Like, it's just you and I, because that's what we've always wanted, right? So we at the address, we are doing stuff. We are in a beach resort, and we are happy. Like, in my head, it's like everything is fine. We are happy. We are shopping around properties. Which penthouse would we like to stay? Which unit would we like to stay? We are meeting agents. We are meeting so many meetings. But everything is like it's like a frequency. We keep moving. Like we're trying to move forward. I'm like, babe, like we're also just fixing our residence papers here, and it takes quite a while. So we're there, and then Mrs. K doesn't like if you disturb her sleep. She's like a light sleeper. So if your phone beeps at night, you've just woken her up, and that's just honestly the person she is. She's a light sleeper, and I'm like the opposite. I can sleep in the loudest music. I won't have any problem with that. So one of these days I woke up very early, because the guy who was fixing our company and all the stuff was downstairs. I was like, babe, we need to sign these documents now so they can go and get processed. So I'm like, you need to sign this. And she's so tired, because we've been from Kenya 14 days. We are traveling up and down. We haven't actually rested. So she signs the papers, and she's complaining, dude, why are you waking me up? I'm like, but babe, we just need to sign this and then it's done, So from there, I was like, okay, cool, sorry I disturbed your sleep. We laughed about it. It was nothing big, no big deal. right? And then as time goes by, we were like, dude, let's go to Five Palm. Let's go party this weekend. We just want to have a good time. Remember, it's a beginning of like a wee life, just you and I. No problems, no drama, So we checked into Five Palm. Then we're like 5 days. So the first night, we actually sleep, we rest, we do what we do. And then second day, we go for a party at the pool. The music is amazing. Our table is next to the DJ. It's a good, great vibe, right? And then from I think it was 7 p.m., I get a very disturbing call from Joburg about my my own stuff, how I ran my business and all that stuff. And my mind switched. Okay, cool, babe, I have a problem I need to take care of. But remember, this is the same woman I've promised, baby, as soon as we get here, I'm all yours, I've been dealing with the Lord. I'm just going to throw everything away and you have my special attention. I will do anything you want me to do. So getting this call, I'm just like, let me start sorting stuff. I switch into my, beast mode. I'm making calls. And guys, I was on the phone after the party. I think we walked from that table, just hugging each other. Her hand is over mine is over hers. Babe, I'm drunk, please take me to bed. And we baby steps, we get to the room. I put her to bed. I go on the balcony and I start talking. I was there on my phone for 4 hours, just dealing with stuff, screaming at people, doing whatever I have to do. And baby could actually hear me speak. And remember, I disturbed her sleep the other day, and now she actually can't rest because I'm on my phone on the balcony trying to sort out stuff. And I was like, babe, this is happening. She eventually slept, and it was just a moment of, I'm dealing with the Lord, some shit is happening and I need to fix it because it has to be fixed. And then, so while we're at, soon after that, I go to bed, and then I tell babe, this is what's happening. Babe was like, dude, just disregard everything. Just switch off your phone. Remember, it's we time. We don't have to deal with 1, 2, 3. It's you and I. But, because I'm just like a stubborn character, I was like, okay, baby, I'll do it. And then I go on my phone again. I'm busy constantly. I have 50 messages to respond on. And this is nothing to do with other women or other things. It's just me sorting out my own stuff, right? Meaning that in my head, I'm trying to fix this. But she said, dude, you promised me real life. And real life is you and I, right? There's no all of these other things. So from there, okay, we're done with Five Palm. We're tired. We just need to be in it's a busy hotel. We just need to be in a place where we can just rest and be ourselves. So we go address to buy more, whilst we're also just trying to sort out stuff, with paperwork, residence, all that stuff. We're just trying to deal with it. And I'm always constantly on the phone with people that handle such stuff for us. So while we are there, I forget that when I was sitting at Five Palm with baby told me, dude, it's you and I right now. Do not do all the things that you're doing. Just put your phone away, and let's be us. And I with not to hurt her, I just dismissed it without knowing. I was like, baby, I have to sort this out. This is urgent, So we're at the then we moved to the address, and one of these days I'm just on my phone, trying to sort out my stuff. Then I was like, babe, today I'm feeling so happy. Baby, I'm happy. I've never been this happy in a very long time. And how I've just always wanted that peace of mind in you and I. So I feel like swimming. And then, I went to the pool. I was taking laps. I was so joyful, like a little baby. I was jumping up and down, But remember, I dismissed that something baby said at the pool. Like, please stop doing this. And I just didn't listen. I chose to do it anyway. And whilst I was on my phone, which took most of our time, like our we time, babe says, I'm going to go upstairs. Are you still making your calls? And I'm like, yeah, baby, can I stay like a little bit? Let me just finish and I'll come up. And then he's like, oh, okay, cool. Do your thing. And then she went. She left. So I was at the pool. And soon after that, when I'm walking to actually go upstairs, one of the waiters comes and says, God, I said, we actually have like a bottomless alcohol here and food. If you want, just pay $100 and anything you want is on us. So I was like, really? So in my head, I'm thinking babe is moody. That's why I'm telling you I'm happy. She doesn't want to sit with me. But anyway, I'm going to let it be like that because I just want to be crazy and just forget about everything. So I sit on a table and it's just me alone. And I've paid for, not that I've paid, it's like I've signed up for this bottomless alcohol situation. And I start drinking a lot of tequila. Like I'm just drowning myself in alcohol, right? So my phone switches off and I ask them for a power bank. They're like, dude, you have to charge it in the bar. Then I'm like, okay, sure, take my phone, charge it there. So whilst I'm waiting for my phone, and me and my sweetheart, we always have a policy that if you're meeting someone, you let me know who you're with, what you're up to, what you're doing. But remember, my sweetheart, there's something that happened at 5 Palm and I just didn't address it. I totally dismissed it, and I don't know how that's making her feel because in my head, like it's not registering. I'm just like, baby's being moody. She wants to be upstairs, so I'm going to be here. And then one guy, and he was with his girlfriend and the friend. They're like, Mr. K, please, like, can we, like, let's just sit here. Can we join you? I'm like, yeah, sure, guys. I'm drinking. I'm alone. I'm just in a happy mood, And my missus is upstairs, And they know who I am. They know who my missus is. We start chatting, and I am just too much into this space of happiness and just having drinks. And with these people that I'm sitting with, it's my first time seeing them. So I think it's like 6 or 7, but baby has left at like 4, saying I'm going upstairs. And I promise that, babe, I'm just finishing this part of the course. And then I come up, and then sweetheart comes downstairs. She sees me sitting with strangers, right? To her, it's like, dude, we don't have any relatives here. We don't know anyone. And I think I waved her or she called me. Then I went to her. I was like, baby, come and greet my friends. But babe has been, there's 2 or 3, 4 incidents that I didn't address. Like, I don't know your friends here. I think she says, let's go upstairs. And I was like, no, but I'm happy. I want to sit here. And it's me just drunk and tipsy, and obviously being a little stubborn. Like, baby, come, let's just sit here. And then baby's like, nah, I'm not having that. Me, I'm going upstairs. So I'm like, okay. Then I sat there, kept drinking till like all these incidents. I don't remember because I sort of like blacked out. And the same guy, like, who had his girlfriend and the friend, they're like, Shane, let's make sure he's upstairs. They found a way to take me upstairs. And baby says, the moment I get into the house, I just fell and I passed out on the floor. And she's like, let me bring this one to bed. So she picks me up, she puts me to bed, and then I sleep. All right. And remember, before the pool time, I'd been speaking to a lot of people in SA that are running my errands. So I think at 3 a.m. I wake up, right? And I get into, I creep walk because I know my baby is a light sleeper. She doesn't want disturbance when she's sleeping. So I creep walk. I'm like, let me get into the lounge and then do my thing. So I get on the phone 3 a.m. because people have been looking for me for a long time and my phone had been off all this time, right? So I'm speaking on the phone. And we're African guys, our voices are loud. This, that, this, that. And I don't know, I'm honestly disturbing my sweetheart. She needs some sleep. The other day I disturbed her, and she doesn't like being disturbed when she's sleeping. So I get in, like now I'm in the lounge and I'm just talking on the phone. 1 good hour. Remember the other night I did 4 hours, and I'm still just disturbing because I'm on the phone trying to deal with my own issues. So 1 hour on the phone. After that, I'm feeling like shit. I've won something that I wanted to. So let me play a little bit of music. So I'm holding my phone and I start playing a little bit of music, right? And then baby sends me a text and say, "Are you joking right now?" Then I'm like, what? What is this woman saying? That am I joking? Like I'm just happy. So we start talking. I'm like, baby, you don't treat me like a king anymore and all that stuff. So I get into the bedroom and I'm like, but baby, why are you saying, am I joking? If I disturbed your sleep, why didn't you just say, baby, you've already woken me up and now you're playing music. Please turn it down. But I totally understand because this is like the 3rd or 4th night. And my attention has not been on my woman. It has been on my issues, right? So we go back and forth and I was still tipsy and I said a lot of hurtful stuff. That was like the day that actually made all of this. Like I was like, we don't do that. I said a lot of things, right? And then I pass out. In the morning, I wake up, lovey-dovey as I am. Baby, are you okay? Is everything fine? And she's like, yeah, it's all right. But I don't know that there's something small that I've caused, and it's like a build-up, right? Remember, I'm the same guy who promised we life. We life does not involve you not giving me the attention I need, And it's something I genuinely have to do because I said, baby, once we are on the other side, I don't have to deal with anything. It's just you and I. So from that situation, I was like, baby, how did I get home? Like, how did I come in the room last night? Like, you came, you fell, you did this. And obviously she's not happy about it because how can I sit with strangers at a swimming pool and we're supposed to be in a we life situation, right? It's not like I texted anyone and say, please come and hang out with me. No, I was just like, guys, whatever, right? And then I still haven't addressed that and actually apologized and say, baby, I'm sorry I was sitting with people. So from there now, it's like I haven't addressed what my woman is also going through. And it's just all about me and all about what I'm doing. And trust me, as a guy, you can think you are doing things or you are making your family happy when you actually don't know that you are hurting your partner in the process, right? So from there, we speak about it. We forget. We keep viewing places that we'd want to stay and all of that stuff. And obviously, me, the unlistening partner, I'm always on my phone dealing with stuff. And I start having like a bad toothache and a terrible migraine and headache. And baby's just holding me down like, it's all right, don't worry. What pill should I give you? Do you want this so you can sleep? And all of that stuff. I'm also going through like a lot on my own. And I'm still the same guy that promised baby it's we life. So one of these nights we have an argument. It's like, you promised me that it's you and I. Why are you bringing all of these things with us? It's supposed to be our time. And I'm like, but babe, I have to take care of this shit, And I'm like, even today I regret why I actually didn't just address that and say, what, let me switch off my phone. Let me probably lose it right now and just be with her. So after that situation, it's just I'm in a space where I'm also sick, my tooth, I'm scheduling appointments to get removed, and I'm just trying to sort out a lot. I'm going through the most, and I'm not being emotionally supportive to my own missus, to my person. And she's just quiet. She's like, oh, okay, it's fine. It's all right. Do what you have to do. But I don't see, because it's sort of building up. And then we try out one of these places that we're like, let's see what that hotel feels like. Let's just go, So we check in. We're so happy. And I'm still dealing with my stuff, right? We choose to make a drive. I think for my appointment, or coming back from the appointment, and then she was talking to her mom, and I had some conversations I wasn't supposed to hear, and I started yelling at her like, baby, why are you saying this? Why don't you say it this way? And that just didn't maybe sit well. And it's just now, remember, from 5 pound, we haven't sorted all our things. And I haven't addressed all the emotional and just being supportive. So now I'm in a space where I'm just dismissing everything she says. I'm like, okay, it's fine. But remember, we are here to sort out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just being logical, I'm just being logical about everything. There's no emotions in it. So it's chilled. We get to the other place, and then constantly, sometimes we just have a little argument, we solve it out, and then we're out of it. And then, babe would say something like, babe, do you even still love me? Ask yourself that, do you love me? I'm like, damn, I love you. That's why I'm here with you, and I'm so excited to be with you, And it's like, okay. And then from there, we get into like a little argument where it's a little bit tense. And baby was also saying, you don't listen to anyone, Kudzi. That's your problem. You're stubborn. You don't understand. And with my woman, I know she has 2 versions, right? Number 1 is khanyi mbau. That's the lady that with no weave, no makeup, that can actually kneel down and give you food. Like, baby, here is something for you to eat. Baby, I did this. I sorted out. Your clothes are in the dry cleaners. I'm bringing them. I'm sorting it out. That's my dream girl. You know what I'm saying? And then when we get into fights, there is khanyi mbau, right? And that one is like so defined. She's like, you don't do this. You don't do that. And at that time, I'm John. I'm like, baby, please, not right now. Whatever, man. Because I'm just being stubborn. I'm not listening. So we get into like an argument, and then baby's like, you don't love me. I'm like, and it's a heated situation. Like, baby, I love you. It's like, no, you don't love me. Like, right now, look into my eye. Ever since we got here, you've been saying you always find an exit door. Like, if you want to go to Joburg, you can go to Joburg. I can book you a ticket. You can go to Joburg. It's a lot of things being said over time. So I look into her eyes, and I just walk away. And I've just learned that you don't walk away from a woman that's needing you. It actually makes it even worse, And I walk away, I come downstairs, and she follows me, right? She's like, babe, why are we doing this to each other? Like, I love you. I'm like, I love you too, right? And she sleeps on my chest. Like, she's sitting on me, sleeping on my chest. We pass out for like 1 hour or something, Our argument for the day is done. And then the next day, I don't remember what happened. We get into another argument, and then she's like, babe, I'm taking my bag, and I'm just looking at her like, my queen, I love you. The drama has started. Okay, cool, let me just watch what you're gonna do. Are you gonna leave me, right? And she takes like a small bag, and I'm like, dude, we don't even use that to carry anything. And she walks slowly towards the door, and I'm just like, I know you want me to stop you, but let me see if you can actually do that. I'll probably stop you when you are down. We are on the 47th floor. I'll probably stop you when you're downstairs, like, please, reality is just struck me. My girl is leaving. I was like, okay. And she's crying. And I forget to realize that, damn, man, I'm just supposed to go and maybe hug her, maybe just throw my phone away and deal with her emotions and just be with her. And me, I'm just thinking, maybe baby is on her blood, something is happening, And she had been like that for like 2.5 weeks or something like that, because I've literally from 5 pound dismissed everything she says. And it's just all about me and my fights and things that I'm going through, and I'm sorting everything out, and I'm just not giving it the wee life that I promised. So she's sitting, then she sits on the floor. I'm like, yeah, I know you're not going anyway. And she's crying. And then I open the door. I'm like, baby, come in. And she's just sitting there. And me being stubborn, I go up the stairs. I open the shower. I'm just like, it's too much. Now you're telling me I'm a coward. I'm all this and this. It's just words. And it's just so many things happening. All right. And that's the day before my girl left. So the morning before she left, before that, after the fight that she's crying, she's trying to leave, and I don't do anything about it. I seem not even to care. We make up for that. We have lots of fun on the bed. We do what we do. And she's like, so are you going to watch me leave? I'm like, nah, baby, I wasn't going to even let you go down to the reception, I just wanted to see if you can make it to the elevator. And we laugh about it. But the next day, we're like, let's do groceries. And we go to the grocery store. And I don't realize I haven't been paying attention for the longest time about my own person that I promised we life. We get into the store, we're just shopping, but I don't see that she's actually also picking stuff that she needs. It's only stuff that I need. It's like, babe, I know you like that. Put it there. And in that time, maybe she's actually made up her mind that, oh, shit, I'm actually going to just fly and take some time. This guy does not realize that he promised me just a wee life, and he's busy on his phone. He's busy dealing with things, and it's about him and I, right? So we shop, and I don't realize as we leave the grocery store, the basket is full of stuff that I only use, that I only need, that I only eat. There's nothing for her there. And I come in, and she's like, babe, don't forget about my appointment at the saloon. I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. I'm going to drop you. Then after that, I'm going to hop into a Zoom meeting. And then, we all cool. So we drive to the saloon. And baby kept saying, babe, I think I'm going to go through a nervous breakdown. And I forget that 1.5 or 2 weeks, there's a lot of things I haven't addressed. I've been busy on the phone. She wakes up to people calling me. There is 50 messages. 10 calls, my phone rings every 5 minutes, and I'm always talking, whether we're sleeping or whether we are whatever. It's like my house is now like an office, and I'm coexisting with someone. Then when she's dropping them, I'm like, sure, babe, you also need to pick up one of your parcels here. I'll let you do that, then I'll go home. I'm gonna make dinner, and then we catch up. So as I've dropped her at the saloon, she's sending me our videos, our great moments, and all that stuff. Baby, I love you. She's saying she loves me too. Then it's 9, 10, 11. I start getting a little bit shaky, like, where's my girl? Is she still at the saloon? But I'm like, shit, Dubai does not sleep. She's possibly still there, right? But I don't know, babe is already at the airport checking in. And I keep sending her messages, baby, I've cut myself whilst making us dinner. Can't wait to see you. It's our month anniversary. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I don't know that I've been hurting this person for 2.5 weeks. I promised the week life. I'm always on my phone. I'm always pushing strings. I'm always calling people. I don't see all that stuff. So from there, I start messaging baby. But I'm like, okay, let me give it time. They're gonna finish. It's ladies. They take time at the nail spa or the salon. But now it's 1 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, no, something is wrong. So in my head, I start thinking, baby said she's gonna maybe have a nervous breakdown, right? She's going through a lot. So maybe she fainted or she passed out. Maybe she's in a hospital. So I drive there and there is no one. I'm like, who do I tell? I called her brother. I called everyone and all that stuff, I'm just searching. I'm like, I'm looking for my person, but now there's something that's odd. When I send a message, the phone goes online for a couple of minutes and goes offline. I'm like, dang, what is happening here? I don't know. So now I'm not so sure. I start reflecting on, is it a fight about yesterday? Is it about something about, then I go on Instagram. I say, baby, I can't see you. Remember, my Instagram is on my sweetheart's phone. She has my password and my account is logged in on her phone. So I post like, baby, I'm trying to get hold of you because I'm panicking. Like, are you dead? Are you what? Are you alive? I don't even know. And then what I saw the first was the post that I did got deleted. I'm like, there's only one person with my Instagram. It's you, baby. So if you're deleting that, it means you're alive. So I start messaging her, baby, what's up? Then baby's like, I'm in the same building with you. I just needed some time and all that stuff. I'm like, baby, what's up? What's happening? I start yelling like, don't keep me like this. I'm busy making this. I'm busy doing that. I mean, which is the problem. You can't tell your woman what you always do or what you want. It's like, I'm just confused because I've never seen this. For the past 9 months, we have never been apart from each other for more than 4 hours. We are always together. We are always together, no matter what. It's like you and I, Mina, now we are always together. So I'm in total shock. And I'm even now screaming on text. She's like, baby, don't lock the door. I'm coming. I'm like, I don't want to see you. Don't come here. You don't treat me like this. I didn't know baby was on a flight back to, she's 30,000 feet texting me. So I start going crazy at 3 a.m. I'm like, I come in the lounge. I walk up to the bedroom. I've never slept in a different bed with my woman for the past 9 months. We've always been in one spot. And I'm just overlooking of all the little hints she gave me that I was supposed to do. Like, baby, we're here for a wee life. Remember? It's just that it doesn't register at all. It's not my intention to hurt her. It's just like I'm dealing with a lot of stuff and I'm always on my phone. I'm constantly calling people and getting stuff sorted. So I don't know, baby's on a flight and I start digging. You're just crazy because you miss your person. You've made dinner and your person is not home. Is she dead? Is she alive? Right? I don't know. Then I call someone, I have enemies and my enemies don't know I have a spy in them. The guy calls me, he's like, dude, Khanyi is in South Africa already. What are you talking about? And I honestly don't know. I was like, damn, dude, forget it. My woman would never do that to me. I know Khanyi loves me to death. She would never do that to me. I'm in disbelief. She's like, yeah, whatever, man. I heard them speaking, even laughing about it. I'm like, okay, cool. So what hurts me is my enemies even know more than I do. And some person or my enemies are even delivering the news that I don't even want to hear. So it gets deep with me. And I'm like, and for a long time in my life, it's always been to me like it's black or white. I don't have gray areas. This is that you're with me or you're not. This is that you're my friend or you're not. Which is also something I've just realized is a big problem. You need to allow things to happen. So I'm like, so if my enemies can tell me that baby is in South Africa, is baby my enemy right now? I don't know. I've called her brother, no answer. I've done everything I can to get hold of him, no answer. She's coming on off in line. She has my Instagram. I post things. She deletes. At least tell me. I don't have a problem with that. You're in Joburg, right? But obviously I've pushed you because of my behavior, and now it's like a habit that I'm consistently and always dealing with something on my phone, and I forget about us, I completely disregard everything you say, and when we get in an argument, I think I'm the man. I say whatever hurtful stuff just to protect my ego. And you always tell me, you have a big ego. You bow to no God. You need to learn to listen, Kuzi. And I'm just like, baby, don't say that. Like, what is going on? But I listen to you. I love you. Is that not enough? And then I realized, so I try to keep video calling her. And already I know the news. It's rumors. Her brother answers the phone and says, hey, Mara, could wait. We are in a family meeting with khanyi. And then just from there, she sends me a message saying, I just wanted to let you know I'm home safe. I'm like, baby, really? Like, I'm in shock. I'm in disbelief. I feel like bags of cement are just piling down on me. I don't even know how to react. And from there, I just realized, for the first time, I'm not in control, and for the longest time, I've always held things down. I've always been deciding. And yet, she's been there as my cheerleader in my corner. Our friendship, our relationship is nothing to do with money, what anyone has or what anyone does. It's just two people in love figuring out life. It's like, baby, which country can we stay in? Are we coming back? Are we doing this? We're just going by the wind. We can be anywhere we want. So I then realized in the first video I see of her that she's actually in SA is her in Lasizwe's car, and she's just dancing to this song. And from there, I look at it, I'm like, baby, really? Like, all this time, like, it's just been you and I as friends. You know what we went through to actually get into Dubai? I'm confused. I don't know what to do. And the first people that actually delivered the news are people that I don't deal with, are people that we've crossed each other's path. We don't mess around each other, like it's like you're my enemy, you're not my friend. And it just triggered me to a space where at some point my phone was even blurry. I didn't know what was happening. I was just saying stuff like, I am confused. I don't know what's going on. So obviously she's with family now. That's concerned. What's happening? Tell us, are you okay? Are you all right? And obviously when you're with family, you can't always be on your phone. And I keep messaging her, baby, tell me. Just the same thing she had done the day before she left. Like, look into my eye and tell me you don't love me. And I walk away from that thing, So now I don't have access to her. I have nothing in control. It's just like, I feel like I've just been disarmed and I don't know what's going on. I'm just venting. I'm just saying stuff. And this stuff is not to destroy her. It's not to disgrace her. I kept saying that in my post, that I'm just hurt that why do I have to find out through my enemies that you're in Joburg? Why didn't you just tell me? So I then figured like, okay, cool. It's all right. I love this person. I'll allow it some time. And I deleted all my stuff. Like, my family was messaging me, stop it, delete all that stuff. You're not like that, delete everything. I'm like, okay, I've deleted. Like, I'm not in control. I just miss my girl. Like, I took her for granted 2, 3, 4, 5 days ago. I didn't know. So the next day, me and her, we speak. I'm like, baby, what's happening? Like, did you know about this? Did you plan about this? It's like, you see, when I could, your problem is you don't listen. I'm like, yes, baby, tell me, I will listen. She starts telling me all the things I've been doing wrong. Like, you don't listen. You bow to no God. When I could, you think money buys everything. You think you own people, and the people around you, they just don't tell you the truth because you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But me, I'm not like that, and I'm not here just to for a show. We are here to build. So then from there I realized, damn, that's my person. Yes, I might have been a little bit hurt about with the reaction. And also, guys, understand, if I had also just gone quiet and not felt like how I felt and expressing my emotions, she would also be feeling like, yeah, damn right, this guy doesn't actually love me. He didn't even react that I left. So reality strikes. I've never been more than 4 or 5 hours apart from my girlfriend. And this is the first time when I actually realized she's not here. And it really hits me to the bone, like, damn, what is going on? So we speak about it. She says her piece and I listen. I'm like, but baby, you're actually right. That day at £5, when I was going through my own shit, I should have just lost my phone at the pool or something. I didn't give you that extra attention. I kept dealing with stuff. And you told me multiple times, don't do it. And because I'm stubborn, I kept doing it. I was like, baby, I'm just sorting it out. Let me sort this out, And as a guy, you always think you're in control. But your woman is hurting and you don't see it. You miss it. And this is what all led. This is just what happened. And the old me would have just never even said anything. I'd have just said, I'm in this hotel room. I'm a free agent. Bring people here. But I actually realized I'm hurt and I love this woman. Like, she's treated me like a king from day one. It's not about money. It's not about anything. She's not a gold digger to me. It's us building above everything. It's us putting each other first above everything, And it's just like, okay, cool, she's not here anymore. What do I do? And I keep calling. Each time I speak to her, I just break down. I'm like, baby, tell me what it is that I did wrong. And I'm apologizing. I'm sorry. I led you to then get to this part. Yes, I said hurtful things and it all pushed you to this. So in front of the whole world, like, I spoke to my family. I said, I will apologize to this woman. Everyone was like, don't do it. But just me as a humble person, I want to say, baby, I'm sorry. I know we've been through a lot, and it was just too many moving frequencies at the same time. And I just want to apologize. I want to apologize to you. I want to apologize to your family. I want to apologize to everyone, because I was just not myself. For the first time, reality hit that, dude, you need to listen. When someone is telling you something, you need to listen. And I just didn't. I prioritized my own issues, my own problems above our we life, because that's what I promised the very day we left Joburg. I said it's we, you and I. And I still kept on dragging my office shit, my whatever, into our place. And with you, it's always been love. You've built me. You have done stuff that most failed to do. And I just love you. And I just realized, baby, I love you. I just didn't know that we were like that. And I'm so sorry. It's just me, a guy that's going crazy that my girlfriend is not around. And why is it I get the news from people that I don't even deal with? Yes, I know you don't talk to them. How they figured out, I have no idea. But I love you, and you mean so much to me. If you didn't, I wouldn't be here. Even my brother told me that you're a fool if you go on that live. I'm like, dude, I need to apologize. It's not nice. I overlooked a lot of things, and I'm sorry.